Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tarina from T.E.R Teachers Consultancy. Thank you so much for your support. You guys have been amazing, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting on? Click that subscription button. Okay, so in today's video I am going to talk to you about accommodation allowance, or taking a furnished accommodation from your school or your next job. Before we get started, guys, let me say congratulations to all the teachers who have secured a job for August 2022 here in the UAE. Congratulations, guys, you did well. God is so good. And for all the teachers who are still applying and still waiting on that interview, are still waiting to sign that offer letter, keep believing in yourself, keep having faith. If it is your time, God will work it out for you, okay? Moving to a country for the first time can be a little unsettling. It can be stressful. For some persons, it might cause some anxiety, and I do understand that. When I was moving to the UAE back in 2017, trust me, I was stressed, I was anxious. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know anyone here. So I do understand your feelings. And guess what? Moving to a new country and have to think about where you're going to stay can add to the stress, okay? But here in the UAE, by law, the school or the company that you will be working for should provide you with accommodation, okay? Somewhere to live. Even though schools or companies have to provide their teachers or employees with accommodation, some companies or some school will give you an accommodation allowance or provide you with a fully furnished accommodation, whether it's accommodation that you will be in by yourself or it will be a shared accommodation. So the big question is, which is better? Which is the right choice, whether to take an accommodation provided by the school or the allowance to get your own place? Some school will not give you a choice. They will just provide you with the accommodation, and some school will give you the accommodation allowance. As for me, moving to a new country, this is the last thing I want to think about. This is the last thing I want to worry about. So I would definitely take the accommodation, okay? But not everyone will have that opinion or want to make that decision. Some schools will help you to find an accommodation if they give you the allowance. So that will take the stress off a little bit. But at the end of the day, guys, you will have to make that decision to say what is best for you and for your family. So as I said earlier, moving to a new school can definitely be stressful, and thinking about somewhere to live, I wouldn't want that on my head. Okay, so if I am moving to this country with my family, I am going to think about having an accommodation that is suitable, okay? Enough space, enough room to fit a family. But if you're a single teacher, it can be a little easier in terms of some school will find it easier for them to have their teachers in a shared accommodation if you're single. Okay, and if you have a family, and the school will provide you like accommodation allowance, which is to give you the money, a part of your salary, you then have to go and find somewhere to live. When you find your own place to live, you would have to think about paying for utilities, municipality fees, and all other types of added cost, okay? You have to think about AC, water, light, what's another bill? Wi-Fi, and all of that. So for some schools though, it's in the package where utilities are paid for you when they provide you with the accommodation. And on the other hand, some school will provide you with the accommodation, but you would have to take care of your own utilities. You would have to pay for your own utilities. Okay, so I will be sharing a link for you so you can click on that link and see what some of the prices are here in the UAE or in Abu Dhabi or Dubai in regards to getting somewhere to rent. And you can just go on Google, guys, go and do your own research. in terms of somewhere where you want to stay, that ideal location. Think about price, think about the amenities that you will get at the apartment that you will rent or the villa that you will rent, and also the size that you want based on your family size. Okay, but for me personally, I don't want to think about accommodation really. And if I'm given the choice, I would definitely go for the furnished apartment if that so be the case. And then when I get settled, then I would think about, okay, I want to find somewhere else to live. So, you can then go to the HR if this is a choice and talk to them about getting the allowance. Okay? So, when you get that offer, take the time to read the offer letter and to see what it entails or the details about accommodations. Okay? Think about that. You don't want to be worried about finding somewhere to live. And when I say worry, it is not something that you will be, left stranded, because you have schools that will put teachers up in hotels until they find accommodations for them, maybe for 2 weeks, maybe for 1 month, or they will just send you straight to the teacher accommodations. Okay, so please talk to your HR managers, make sure that you are aware of the benefits that you're getting in regards to accommodation, whether it's allowance. And if you are getting the allowance, you want to know that if it's something that you will get a lump sum one-time payment, or you will get it in your salary every single month. Okay, so these are some things that I think is very important, some questions that you should ask the HR, and make sure you understand what is in your offer letter, because what is in your offer letter will be a part of your employment contract. Okay, you don't want to sign to something that you don't understand. Okay, as I said earlier, I'm going to drop a link so you can look and do your own research and to find out what is the cost to rent apartments or villas here in the UAE. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again next time.